capacity to build very, very sophisticated technology and all that. But because we're learning to generate knowledge to share with the communities who cannot afford what the organization can do, we don't want to use things that are
very complicated.
Because you're going to bring a community member here, and you're going to show the community member structure like this one, and this community member is going to say, "No, I cannot afford this." See, but if you show the community member something like that, I said, I think that is possible. Even
it looks like what they already have in mind and what the neighbor has.
So here we wanted to experiment on the chicken, rearing of record chicken, in feeding, treatment, and see the multiplication rate and how it can help to support family life. So at the beginning of the year, we got two chicken, the female ones. They are around. All those chicken are in free range. Actually, it's lunchtime. They're about to come. And then one cock. That was, we got them in April. And by the end of June, they hatched 26. The two hens hatched 26 chicks. And so a few of them died naturally. And then some were killed by the snake, 3. And then some after 2 months again they laid eggs and they started and they hatched, but that hatching wasn't good because we had kept them indoor and so they were stressed. But we learned all through that. And then also of recent there has been an outbreak of within the chicken. Chicken has died out, if you've been noticing that. But we have been feeding them on some local herbs here. And all the chicken fell sick. We treated all of them except 4. And the 4 that we didn't give our treatment, they all died. But the other ones that we had put on our treatment, they survived. So now we are also generating learning in that area of treatment that we are using here. But now, the thing is, why did we start with the 2 chicken? Because we want to see if a local person started with only 2 chicken. One thing, this person will say, okay, I can afford to get the 2. And then, at the end of the year, how many do we have? How did it multiply? You see? If I started with only two, but at the end of the year, there are 100 chicken birds, I think I can be able to manage this project. Imagine I had started with 10 birds. Now, these are questions that are running through the minds of... Because these people started with 2, but do you know that I can start with 5? You see. So, but then also the other question was feeding. So, feeding chicken using the protein content feeds on the market is quite expensive.
Very expensive.
Because either I have to buy mokene, soya, or these processed foods, the concentrates. And the local farmer may not be able to do that. So we got what we call the black soldier fly. It is quite unfortunate that you've come at a time when these flies are no longer here. They are not here. But I think next time when we bring them here, I will call you, and then you will come and see. I don't know whether the other guy has them already.
Black
we would go there and see.
soldier flies, yes. So
the black soldier fly lays eggs. We harvest the eggs and do what? And the eggs grow into larvae or maggots. And it's those maggots that we share, we feed the chicken. Let me try to show you something here. This manure that you're seeing, these were feeds, where kitchen remains, fruits, and it's this manure that we put on the other part of the DHE plot that you saw that was doing. So within 3 weeks, you're having manure. Let me see if this guy is there so that we can go and visit him. I don't know, because with us here, ours. So we also have the rabbits. We get the urine, and we are trying to experiment with the urine as a pesticide and other things. harvesting the larvae, drying the larvae and feeding the chicken. So he's interested in making it a project for his own. So I'm very fine.
I think once you learn how to make the black soldier fly, it's an easy process and it's giving too much.
Like easy. And you know what? Within 3 weeks, you're harvesting, and those labs, you can make chicken feeds, you can make chicken feeds, you can make fish feeds. Very good. And then from the time it hatches the eggs, you are harvesting just a few weeks.
3 weeks.
And within those 3 weeks, you have manure again. You have the manure. You can take to the backyard garden of your garden.
So we left Kimanyangeyo and now we are heading to the guy who we hope that he still has the black soldier flies. He is one of the students here and he continued to do that. So we hope that we find him and get an experience of how the black soldier fly looks like and how it's made.
And people are making money. There's a gentleman who is making millions out of the black soldier fly.
Yes.
He makes the chicken feeds, he makes the feeds for fish. With us here, normally, it's not always on large scale because for learning purposes.
Just for learning.
Yeah.
So it's good if you have people who have learned, who are practicing. So just in case like how you were, they have disappeared, you can always go to them and reinstall.
Yes. Because we get the eggs from them. Sometimes we get the eggs or the pupa from Kampala and restock our project. The reason that's why that one is like that, because we are going to close for 3 weeks. And no one will be here to take care of them. So again, when we come back, we'll restock.
Okay. So can those eggs become other elder soldier flies if you continue with the process?
Yes, because the thing is, this fly goes under what we call complete metamorphosis. Eggs, it lays the eggs, then the eggs turn into the larvae, the larvae into pupa. Now the pupa doesn't eat. The fly, also the adult fly also doesn't eat. So it's the eggs, the larvae, the pupa and the adult fly. The adult fly doesn't eat. We just give it water. So in that case that we saw, we spray water in the cotton, so the flies take the water and they lay the eggs. The only stage where they eat is the larvae, where we put them.
That's the second stage.
The third stage. After
egg, larva.
Okay, we start with the eggs. It's the second stage.
Okay.
That's where they eat a lot. They are aggressive eaters. Mama Pepper. Luira wangatida kwa nchini chiliyo. Bulungi. Obula bulungi. Lero yali yacha mlochia mwele kundi.
Mbe ebino byabaye byakawamu. Ateire mu bindi ebyo.
Wewe kali kwa lula.
Bikali.
Okay. So, Mwami Muwonge. You come and see what we are calling a black soldier fly. Aye, kanakatimba, this is kanakatimba cancel. Tika treated.
Yakoza.
So process eno nenda tujire mu buyaka okudde inongola.
Okay.
What's
this is
okera wano maybe ajiri.
Be eno cage nero cage bikola ne kirala. Lwakwan twidi eno. Aye ndoza ka.
Eno eriyo tiloko we oba.
That is you want to suggest loko we. Aye katandikire wano. Nti muno moli kubona. Ona ina mcheto eta pupa. Bino. Twire wano obone bulungi mulaki.
Itogirako power bank eno yimpi.
Bino byoli kubona mule mu kidomolo ekyo. Bino these ones. This is the pupa, a stage of growth of an insect. This one bikali kwalula. So bino after a few days ndozo oli kubona kino this is still love. She's a lover because she's one. But when there are many, we call them larvae. But eventually, it's going to turn into a pupa like this. So this pupa, after a few days, chija kwalula chivemu eregundi ensowere eyo
eri kuoboya esobola okubuuka
era within a few days widda kudaga nomo nga ningi ndoza litandisa okwalula mpola ndikubona olikubona muno olikubona
so buva muno
olikoze olikubona dido byomo tanso okwalula era wenoida after 1 week oida kwagana nga akatimba kano nga kaiduire ebintu ebyo ngezana space gyokola ki
nga dirioti dire wale so olumala oditoolamu olikuta
wano waba waigale oyo pamba kwe tutamaadi
here
that adult fly tedya amere enwa maadi
it only takes water
pegano luvainuma lw'okunwa amaadi yabika amagi tutama obuntu obubaawo buno oba obisino obaawo nga tubisibire wala dodibiikira muno amagi ago ife twida twagatoolamu tulina process gye tuyitamu twagaaluza bwe tugaaluza after 5 days nga gaalwire bwe gaba ready twagatoolamu twagata ku bitrefu n'ebinene
amagi
kwegaliira muna tolibona ensobera do dino ndiri kwalulira wano
ndiri kwalula sebona ndiri tola
kyenda kudita mu keji olikubona ebintu bino biri bifakedo bifenefene bisigaire omumere wano biba bingi wano nga bidwire wano biti
gana amagi gotola kwasuulamu mu bino ebigasiya wano
bino birimenti okuvaamu kati kuno kuba fresh
kulina kuba fresh watakomere yonka
ebyaka kuba butyono bino bali amwira muno onaba ajja kufuuka manure bino byoli kubona ebyo breaking down byafuuka manure ono manure obot low harvesting bino otola mu kino kyaba fresh buyaka
watamu maji gonka
amaji agalwire
na kaluza
gano gaya lula gali maji gaya lula ensowerere geyabika kati gaya lula these are shells agaya lula na agavaamu bino biba bingi no wano abantu yagaine project ki ai biba bingi kuno nti osobola watu lakonga ekiredi wele 10 kuno
byali byakala
olikubona buti pega nako bati obujjo obwali kuno bwonko obutono n'obwaya lula bino
all these are magots
yes
ate bikagenda
ate na had feeding a 3 days
from the time we have yes. Only 3 days
3 days
just leo lwa kusatu tiao dilikulya busa kali
so oluva kweno stage wano kairinga difukangere eya brown kairinga dimere ebyoya donanga dikolachi
dibika maji
so stage eno
bwoba toli kwenda dijere otola kutola ebijo okwira mu okwalula ebisigaire ebisinga obungi it is food for chicken for pigs for fish obikaza kuba botabikaza bisigala nga babyekulira byeje bira ku stage eyi
so you take them in the sun and they will die
bino no biwenkoko bino likunonereza bunoneze Diria mukasa ya khatono henda igutia de relaxing. Protein content eri high. Eri enkoko ebansavu.
No bubaya aba.
No bunene yaba.
Nyamanga ya.
This. So echo chetuli kuwano no mwami ona pekinze ino interest mu kintu kino nti he has even gone ahead to chenkuko byentife. You don't come to us as we are all knowing. We encourage
all of us can learn together.
Era butyono ku bintu bino alina experience n'okusinga abandi ate kabiri
so ekintu kino ndi nchenze ino chenda passion
yes
passion
so kati mbakano
ndi kulowooza mu bwongo bwange just how to figure out questions. It's a continuous process.
Look at stuff na mother stock
mother stock
ukawanwe wano ya kulesima kwa tumuna idono ne kwa bintu byesuse kwa ngondo
tobona ebya
kati ensowere no by the way bwebika buli ebika ngefwa buli ebiika amagi ngefa advise tuba oli kubona nti kuti muno muzira nedire.
So you find it in there when it's dead?
Yes.
Can you give it to chicken as well when it's dead, or?
Tubinumirwa ino ebyo difiire kutwako besobola bayongeramu ono manure watwala mu.
So it dies but it leaves millions of eggs.
Millions of
So nedo dona they are going to die.
Yes.
But they will live.
Ate dodi kali kwidula ojja kwidda okutuuka wano next time nga kiri mu katimba muno nga wazana space lyakatandika kutandika
amagi galegembalaze
agasooka.
Oh, so these are the very maggots. Every day, like many jump out, escaping that stage.
The Afuka adult.
I think this is, Bishop, you're going to watch this video, but this is a very great experiment than what we had in Eldoret, Kenya. The experiment, I did not understand the experiment. Yeah, this is the best
here,
experiment.
The thing is, like I told you, we encourage our friends to use locally available resources. Kati oli kuno mwami ono kano katimba kansiri. Aya katimba kansiri kano nga mukyala bwakobye nti he soaked it in a detergent for so many times because even if you have used this mosquito net for 5 years and then you put it here, they will all die.
Yes.
They will all die. And I'm surprised that for him, he has used it this way. Because for us, the nets, we've been encouraging using this net, and there's another net that we always buy from the shops, which is not treated like that one. But that is also very good learning for us now to see how, and we want to see how successful that project will be when you're using a treated mosquito net that you have washed over and over and seen.
Okay, so twinongole kuku omuntu azira aya ayenda kukola kintu kino yena kimutwale maiso oba alina enkoko ayenda kubanga adiwa magots edo enkoko digede mangu era dikule mangu aye process eno atajidi otandika otya paka wamala.
Okay. Okusooka wetagisa okufuna akatimba wakuba keegi ngeno bw'oligibona lumala okuba keegi waja awo osuubira wojja otoola ensigo kubatandika na nsigo waleeta woleeta waditaamu kati nze eno keegi nagikubanga eri ku akaigi kano nze mwene gyekolera oluvannyuma lw'ofuna idea somewhere gena toola ensigo nakola keegi eno buti ensigo edo ng'odireese waliwo ebyetaagisa nga buno obutaasa nga buno obutaasa tubusala babusala bati wabusala wakasala then wano munda tufuna gundi eno kano ketutamu tereze wano bulungi kano tutamu kalimbwe
waki
obw'enkoko oba ekintu kyankyona ekirina simeyo okusobola osikiriza ensowera dino katamu tuti twaleeta obuti buno nga tubusibye mu bandozi muno kuba mwegibiikira twataaku tuti okwo tutyo wapanko obundi bwoba osobwire okujja mu space buti pamba ono kwe tuta amaadi kubadde ensowera dino amaadi gonka paka bwerifwa oluvannyuma lw'okubiika amagi dibiika mu bubaawo buno munda muno mugundi muno
so olugireeta ogitaawa kuba otaire muno kalimbwe n'obuti yo ojagitaawa
ensowera ojagita nga kino wooli ekibona muno ekiri mu ensigo yaife eno oyinza okitawa noti dibuukanga mulenga dalwire dida kuda digwe ku neeti okwo erenda okulya eida enwa amaadi gano agali muno buti weewulira akawuna eno wansi esikirizibwa okuida eno okubiika amagi mu bubaawo buno for some few days oba osobola checkinga banze ntero ga checkinga nakatoshi nawo nanga ditaire muki amaji mule mba ndigulawo na tola nabanga nsobola ogatola kule amaji kukabaawo kati yo nakonto ndifitiro kuzesa kati yo eso solofuna kantu kubanze kanakekolera mwene
so tutebereze nti amaji ogatoireyo gali kudataire
gali kuno dita kuno diti kuno diti kana akantu
jawo wojo okugata wene woboga tole
kati sobolofuna katimba katubezesa twafuna this katugeze nno tutwere maize brand waife kuba okola maize brand wamuboza owaduma waleta akantu kano wata kumuti waleta akatimba kano wata kuno buti amaji gano okola ambukoloti gafa kugaida kuno ngoyiwoko olumala kubanze ina method yange jemba yankoso olumala ogata kuno nkagona gawoire mule nze nfuna olugoye olwakotone akikavalinga
kino
bamukusooka nagezesaako ngambulekawo ngagandi gakona tigalula bulungi kyandida mubona akoba nti ki lwambeera nti yabwinogovu ki kyetagisa ki nageze najogesa kyankolera bulungi ino era nidino doliwa nedirimu gona gaya lulezirako asigalira yes ekyo nabanga nkoze
lwaki ota into ekyo wagati era lwaki oyiwa kungulu ku katimba ni maize brand olali wansi waki
boti maize brand oyo bono obuvunyo oba bwalwire utambulira kuno katimbero obubona babutontono buti lumala bwagwa mule bwayingira mu brand olo omubolu bwatandiko watandiko feedinga muki
maize brand
oyo
omuboza brand
omuboza aba mubolu lunje buti wabu feedinga ku brand oyo buba bumaze okwawula kuno nga kawoire kunkana ekitegezo oba otoolamu watoolamu ojotakula kuwa not ngo bubona bulimu then waawo watandika okolaki kubufeedinga
kati okufeedinga osoka wa feedingira muno bwasoka bwa gaininga mu kubo
yes nga bino webiri oyibona bino akafeedinga lero lwakusatu kubifeedinga era
lwakusatu
era bikola ku speed ya amaanyi
ate buti bino tibisobola kukulira muno the space is small. So actually bino butisiwe bituse biba byetaaga okutoolamu wabita ku
feeder
tukobye feeder tukaja bumaze okugenda kuko nakuimeka ibiri
isatwa nga bumaze nga bumaze ogenda nga otola tutamu kifida kinene mu buyinza okwegazanikiza okuli obulungi
so buvire ku stage ya maize brand butoli butamu kino ekiba ekiri empty
nga kiri empty
obwongera kikairyawo
obwongera feed si ngendo.
So let's do something for the English lovers, because I know some people don't understand Luganda or Lusoga, and I want everyone who is following this video to get something, to pick something, and do something practically for themselves. Now, once you've brought your seed, we talked about the seed, it's the flies, and as you know, the flies depend on water, so put them in a cage, just as this guy is explaining, and then put a small center like how he has done in the middle, and make sure you have small wooden pieces of wood where they can run and lay eggs. And it should, like down this cage, it should smell some stuff that smell for them to lay eggs. And there, when you see, the guy talked about the chicken poop, which smells so bad, and these flies will be up taking the water, and then they'll come down and look for a place to lay their eggs. That's another section that is talked about. When it's done, get another container that has maize bran down, and it should be soaked, it should be wet, and then you should have a metallic net up, and then get a knife or a sharp object. Bring your eggs that are laid on the wooden pieces, and then start to just remove the eggs, put them on that metallic thing. Cover it up as he was explaining. Once you cover, it will keep warm in there. Those eggs will hatch a few days. When they are done doing that, gone through that process, as you see how he's doing it, they will all be like start to grow and go under that container. You see, they're now smaller. They've turned into smaller maggots. You see now they're smaller maggots. They're 3 days old. He said 3 days old. So when that's done, after 3 days, they are like millions of maggots in there in that container. Job is getting done. So what do we have to do? After that, the big feeders comes in next. So you have to get all of them there and divide into the different big feeders. And when you do that, feed them with some avocado and some green stuff, then they'll grow and grow and grow. As you see this big feeder here.
Okay, then apali the leftovers kitchen remains droppings.
Oluva kweyo process nga bikuze bikulira ibanga ki?
Ibanga kisinzirira engeri gyoba obifeedinze mwawe obifeedinze bulungi 2 weeks biba biri mature kuba obona bwe kalina weza 2 weeks biri mature ate gabayina ogabonago aye ate obona feeds ganko no kalimbo neyagagedi ati
can you imagine
kayigabayina
kalimbo w'enkoko
neyagagedi ati.
So ubanga oli desperate osobola n'okuyiwa enkoko nga bikalituuka neeyo size.
Yes.
Era bino enkoko nedibigwa kuno tidivanga muno
kadi nsumbuwa wano bana kulekeza kwa udaga no
wale nga titegeire wale aina gyo okutuuka nga
itakula dalia nempo
bedoni
so olumalaawo wanotola kuwaawe enkoko
watola waawe enkoko harvestinga tola muwaawe enkoko do obambidi oboyenze wajja wakola pellets wabikaza wale kuba okaza tukozesa solar dryer netwanguire eyo yona bakola nkole buti oyinza okola wajja wabisa watabula mu mmere y'enkoko
bayembazi
mpagano alikona
yakola ki
wano bino bikali mu bino but mpagano ono bino bizibu okubi harvestinga waba bino biri mixed bino binatera okufuba stage ere yindi ayiwe bibanga ngona atera nga bikoyo okulya nga tuso okubi harvestinga otolanga kubwa itaka lyo lya kunguloti nga byo bika wansi ngotola ku nga bika wansi ojo okutuka nga kizaye bikajo yolanga buyoloti ngota wale.
Okay, so tujje ku stage esembayo wano otoireko ebindi waawe enkoko ayi magots edindi oyenda dijje ku stage oyirako tutandikirawo
buti kyokola at first of all kiba kya magezi okwawulako ensigoyo jojo okozesa kukola ki kumulungi ogwirako gundi yo ebe continuous tosobola atoola dona waawaki olina okwawula kuti kadikule difuuka ensigo nsobole dino ebinaaba biwoire mu process ebengeja ng'ate ntoola wano ngoyiza wano harvestinga wano ensigo yo ng'eno gyoba oyine
odireeta nga dikaali ku stage
buti obona eno diri ku pupa dino era ndironda mu bulonde these pupas dijja
oluva mu kino ekya white kino nga diyira kweno stage
nga difuuka dormant kadira kweno stage wano diri dormant
olumalaawo dijamera amawawa
olumala nga bivaamu kunono omunwa gwawo biviiramu wano igula wano yasohoka mu yavaamu
yajja kaire ku stage ereyinga amaji
jakuwa amaji buyaka.
So wobanga oyenda kutandika ekintu kino ekitegeeza olina kufuna magots stage eya magots.
Yes, yona kikola wona ofuna abandi batandikira ku eggs. Bajja agula amaji kasita bategeera ekyokola jja wagula amaji gona gali obatunda wagata katimba nga wetwogerere wagaluza then wafuna magots.
Aye ekisinga ekiri sure n'okufuna magots kuba amaji gasobola okulema okwalula kusinziira ku mbeera ey'omu container gy'otayiremu okyogeire ku ekyo tinikyo
anti bino buli olukya twongera kufuna ideas empyako edisingawo otandika nkirayi nga kiyinza okuba nga tina ekisingayo wakomenkereza nga ofunyeyo kale ekisinga ku ekyo
nti operating in a learning mode kuyamba okufuna ki
bw'obanga oli kudirunda ojanga oyega ebintu bingi ino bw'obanga oli mu field ng'omuntu avuga pichi oyega.
Yes, research telina
kuba nti olwokuba kino kye bankoba
olina okwongera ku lucha.
But then also the learning okwega ebintu no process y'okuharvesting amagi kola ki kyenda mwatambula step by step. Oyo omuntu gw'obanga oti ng'ono muwa time eyo mwajanga mwakola ki yaba ku biraato bentyo ojja kutoolamu amagi then you also come mwabona amagi bagatolayo batya
mwayega.
Then he can sell to you either the eggs or the pupa. Pupa and you know stage already time so kolachi.
This is lava. Pupa is this brown.
The name every
Then from this we go to adult.
Yes.
Then adult lays an egg. Yes. Kati stage eyo yonkane sumbwa kwani eliaino. That love is stage. Those are aggressive eaters. Olwokuba ono byali wano bingi wano nere kukimanya muwayiri biriwo bingi kuti nibo ofuna bifakedde ebyo bikinotaawo bida byabikiramu.
Yes. So the soldier flies are everywhere in Uganda.
They are, but they're capturing them. In some places it may be very hard to capture them. But like in this environment and Chimanya, it is now easier to capture them because many of them have escaped.
Yes. They're escaping.
How do they escape from here?
Now when it hatches from here,
yes.
But in Gabi bit by people
from this stage, if you don't hurry up,
cage them, it will just lay. It will just hatch and then to
run away. And again, this stage is not like chicken does not eat this stage. This like pupa. This stage, they love lava.
Tona kitanize kikatambula akijamala kifuuke dormant.
From dormant it will just fly.
No, from dormant okay, when it becomes dormant like that it hatches into that fly. Then from that it just goes. So if they hatch from here they will just go. There's a time where they turn out to kawanonga nga byalulira gwalulire walubi muswiseko obungi
embiri dona dirya nebyenanda love eyo stage eyo
ebyenanda ebyo nokaza nokola pellets kyenda nakigenda ino just like enkokeyo ezokusavuwala.
And this is a very easy process to do. Very easy. Obi wa just time ntono 1 hour. Hello our YouTube viewers. Thanks for supporting us and viewing our videos. Please continue to share and subscribe and view more of the latest. Thanks.